everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have a great video today for you guys discussing the how. I think so many people get caught up on the how factor. You know, you've heard that term, the wow factor. Well, in manifesting, people get caught up on the how factor. They get so caught up on how their manifestation is going to happen, and they get so caught up on how their manifestation is going to happen, they get caught up to the point of to where they sabotage their own manifesting process, and they sabotage their results, making the delay 100 times longer than it's actually supposed to be, because you never let the universe do its job. You're trying to do your job, and you're also trying to do the universe's job. So when I talk about how, what do I mean? I mean, there's a lot of people out here manifesting something, and they have a set image in their head, and they're saying to themselves, it has to 100% happen this way. Don't get me wrong. As you guys know, all experiences can exist. There's an unlimited, infinite amount of possibilities, etc., etc. Anybody that's following this space knows that. When you do it that way, when your desires don't match your beliefs, this is where the contrast comes in. This is where problems occur, when your desires don't match your belief, and when you're so set in stone and you're stuck in your ways that my manifestation has to happen in the month of June. It has to happen on the 23rd. It has to happen in the month of July. It has to happen on this date. My manifestation, it has to be at this exact location for, and I have to be doing da 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 da. When you place conditions on your manifestation in that way, in my opinion, a lot of times, don't get me wrong, not all the time, because as you guys know that have religiously watched my videos, everything that I'm saying that's coming out of my mouth now is not true for everyone, because I know I'm going to have those guys that said, no, that's not true. They didn't work for me. I did it that way and I got perfect results. Oh no, I did blah, 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 blah. Listen, I understand that this isn't true for everybody, but it will be true for a lot of people. So this video in particular is true for those people that need to hear it. Understand that when you put conditions and you place, you know, oh, it has to happen this way, or it has to, you're literally delaying your manifestation. You're literally deleting the potential that the universe has out there to say, hey, guess what? There's actually a much faster, there's actually a much quicker way that I can bring you your specific person. Actually a faster, more quicker way I can bring you that dream job. There's actually a faster, more quicker way I can bring you that large lump sum of money. But because you're so hell bent on it happening in this one particular way, on this one particular day, or in this one particular month, you know, now I can't do anything for you. I can't work in your favor because you're trying to force something when your belief doesn't even match that desire you have. So understand the dichotomy. Yeah, you have a desire for something to happen by a certain date. You have a desire to find your husband, your wife within the next 12 months or within the next 6 months. You have a desire to get that apartment within the next 6 months, but your beliefs are constantly telling you that shit ain't gonna happen. So now you have to figure out, what can I do? And this is why there's times when I say, go general. This is why there's times when I say, okay, you know what? You can be more specific. You can do certain things, because when your beliefs, when your desires don't really match your beliefs at those times and those moments, that's when you're supposed to go general more so. But when you have a belief and your desire matches your belief and they can be on the same page, that's when I can say, okay, yeah, you can have that and know and speak that into existence, because your desires and your beliefs are on the same level. It's not one up here and then you have one down here. That's what delays manifestation. That's what makes manifestation take so long. When your desires and beliefs are both right here, then you can do that. And so when your desires don't match your beliefs, like I was saying, I would say go general. Don't focus on trying to get too specific with all the details and saying, oh yeah, this is how it's going to happen. Don't do that. You just got to leave it up to the universe necessarily. Do the work, the self-concept work on yourself, and have fun. But when your desires do match your belief, that's when I would say, okay, you can focus on feeling that and doing more of that. You know, when your desires and your beliefs and you're feeling good and you're in that good feeling space, like Abraham Hicks talks about a lot, that's when you want to milk it. You want to do more. When you're feeling good and your beliefs match your desire, do more, speak more, feel more, milk it as long as you can. But when you're not in that feeling place, I recommend, and I tell people all the time, don't do a lot of work. Don't do a lot of anything, because all you're going to do is work backwards. For most people, when you're not in that good feeling space, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling blue, but yet you still try to manifest things and you're still trying to do all of these techniques and stuff, it's not going to work in your favor, because you're out of alignment, you're out of whack, you're not in the vortex. You know, I tell people all the time, like Abraham Hicks says, when you're out of the vortex, that's when you really want to do nothing a lot of times, or that's when you really want to quiet your mind, get back to being in alignment. Because when you're out of alignment, when you're out of the vortex, what you want to do is you want to do more things like meditating. You want to quiet your mind, stop all the thoughts coming into your head, because that's basically literally the fastest way to get into alignment, in my opinion. And I think Abraham Hicks alludes to that in some of her videos, where she talks about meditating is the best way to stop thought and the best way to raise your vibration, because when you stop thought, you raise your vibration, because you have nothing coming in. So all of these ideas can now start to flow to you and help you get back into alignment, help you get back into the vortex. And then once you're in the vortex, that's when you want to start milking and saying things and doing techniques. But what happens a lot of times is a lot of us, we're out of the vortex, we're out of alignment, and we're still trying to force our way to do living in the end techniques like level. We're trying to force our way, we're trying to force ourselves to do affirmations. And me personally, I realize in my own personal life, I never do something when I'm not feeling good for the most part. When I wake up and I don't necessarily feel good, or I don't feel like doing stuff, I don't try to force it. I listen to myself. Your own internal guidance system is always the best thing to listen to. We all have an internal guidance system, but for whatever reason, there's a myriad of reasons we never listen to it. Me, something I've gotten really good at over the past few years is listening to my own internal guidance system. Not that person over there's guidance system, not this person over here's guidance system. My own guidance system I listen to. So when I wake up and I don't feel like doing a visualization, or I wake up and I'm, it's last minute and I feel like, oh, I'm rushing, the day's rushing, or whatever the case may be, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to do no visualizations. I'm not going to do no necessarily affirmation. I'm not going to do none of that. I am going to wait until I'm in a better state, feeling good, till I get back into alignment, get in the vortex, and then I'm going to start doing my visualizations, affirmations, or whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to milk it. I'm going to milk it, because when you're in the vortex and you milk that stuff, the results you get are astronomical, or can be astronomical, because you're in alignment and things can happen back to back to back all the time. So I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about the how, and really focusing on not worrying about the how and taking the emphasis off of the how. And if you have all of these images in your head about the how and when and all that type of stuff, get rid of it, because this could be a good indicator that you are the one that's delaying it, because you're so focused on this way that it has to happen, not realizing the universe has a million other ways that it can make it happen for you way faster than you could ever imagine. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click the next one, because I'm sure you'll enjoy that one too.